Yo, Bofur back again. Another day, another video. Today we're featuring Cthulhu. Cthulhu, before you fast forward, you're like, oh, Cthulhu, we don't like Cthulhu. Cthulhu doesn't win lobbies. Cthulhu can win lobbies. He's got to high roll a little bit. You get a token start, don't get a token start, level up to 3, look for a triple, take a scaling option, try to find a way to put divine shields on the board. I think we all know the drill. But how do you really get to a place where you're competitive at the end game? Well, you need extra scaling. And there are two very accessible early scaling options, Iron Sensei and Blood Gems. Make use of one of those, potentially get a Light Fang, potentially get a Flat Tusk, potentially go for those lines, the Agam lines, they're still there. You can still shoot for 5s and 6s on Cthulhu, and you can still take home the gold. Alright, enjoy. Nothing really to consider there. You can buy the token pair hero power next turn, level, sell off the extra token, buy the other Sunbacon and hero power. The problem is it really fucks up your next turn. And that's not great. Now, I think Cthulhu's more west than east, to be honest. More like, you know, middle America range. When you think about turn 1 prizes to break the monotony, I don't think it would even remotely help because everyone would know what to do and take on every hero within like 24 hours. Turn 1 doesn't have enough development where you have any choices, any interesting choices to make by that point. He leveled. I don't think there's anything Blizzard can do with the first couple turns, the way they built the game to make it more engaging. It just happens to be 5 minutes of dead time to start every game, which I do think is a fundamental flaw in this game. The fact that you play on average about 20 minutes in a Battlegrounds game and the first 5 minutes are Resident Sleeper is not great. Like, you could easily start the game with 4 gold instead of 3 gold, so you have a roll option or something like that. There could be something somewhere around that that would be a little bit better. I will say this, the vast majority of people think Cthulhu is super easy. And the vast majority of people that logged data last season kept about a 3.3 average to a 3.5 average on Cthulhu. At the very high peaks. They didn't keep 2.7, 2.6. There are people that kept that high of a rating on the hero. It's obvious that people are making mistakes. They just are saying, oh, well, it's easy. We figured it out. Cthulhu's pretty easy to play when you get the token start, right? It's not as easy to play when you have to play for less than optimal starting points, starting procedures. Just really easy for a hero like this to be like, oh yeah, it's just solved, it's easy, it's nothing. I've never really found Cthulhu to be that boring. It's amazing how you can have one top 10 player power level to 4 each game and the next one stay on 2. And yet the rest of Twitch would be like, everyone knows how to play Cthulhu. Like, these two things don't go hand in hand. If 2 top 10 players are doing massively different things on the hero, and everybody else is like, oh, it's super easy. Seems to me like not everybody has it figured out yet. I'm at 2.57 on Cthulhu this patch on 14 games. It's a lot of Cthulhu games. That means on average you've played 300 games this season unless you've just been offered a shitload of Cthulhu. That's a big number. Got a pair or a triple. We can't level. I think we just take a 4-star this game. Alternatively, we take a 6-star. Is there any world it's a 6-star? We level hero power, then we level sell hero power? That's the case. We buy the Houndmaster, not the mech, right? For the added stats. Maybe we do. We got a really early triple. I'm more likely than not throwing this game, but I'm curious what this looks like because I have not done it this meta. How am I going to do this? If I level hero power, then you have to level hero power again, then you buy. Now we have double Iron Sensei. Feels like you just do that. No, I'm not calling you a liar, Rimstalker. Just saying that's a lot of games to be played of a hero in this patch. This just works so nicely, right? We level next turn, we hero power, we buy one, we fill out the board. Otherwise, we just take 12 here, we level up, we hero power, we take 12 again, we get a 6-star with 10 hit points left. Or less. Seems mediocre. Nice. We got a W. We got our win. We high rolled. Save a little bit of health. Sixes just seem unattainable. Like you'd have to buy one here, level hero power again next turn to shoot for a 6. And you only want like 2 of those things. This feels like you should take this right now. I think we take it right now. That is a wonderful hit. I will take that Tough Tusk any day of the week now. Okay. I wish Cthulhu's hero power happened when you press it like wag toggles. From a mechanical standpoint, that seems nice, like a convenience, so you know how to order things. From the standpoint of, it would just make Cthulhu even stronger, right? He's more reliable, and on top of being more reliable, you have the ability to dictate what's on the board for each of your hero powers. Yeah, that's an unfortunate hit. That wasn't. That was a good hit. We'll take the win. So basically, you could choose not to play a minion until after you push the button to force stats on specific minions. You wouldn't have to float any minions. For example, if you were going to put that Light Fang down last turn, you could have hero powered first, then Light Fanged after. Like, it would just make Cthulhu better. We don't really need to make Cthulhu better. I guess. Not often that we need these to be poisoned, but for exact gold. Seems fine to me. So we're scaling at 10-10 a turn, plus our hero power. Takes way too long to fuck up your turns. Actually wouldn't matter, because the amount of time it takes to get back into combat adds on that animation at the end of the turn anyway. You get back from your combat later than everybody else's Cthulhu because you had to wait there and watch the animation. You would just have longer in your turn, but you would have to use some of that time in your turn to do that animation, as opposed to the animation being locked at the very end of the turn and delaying your next start of your turn by, you know, 3 to 10 seconds. 3 to 6, whatever it is, ends up being. Probably should switch these two. It's too late to do it. I don't want to fuck up my order. This is just better damage being in the back. Now, to be fair, this bumper never gets buffed by the 2-2, so. But it is a small attack regardless, so. Maybe. We're just hanging on barely by a couple hit points each time. Pretty sure I can add Cthulhu to my stable of heroes and get a little bit more efficient. Brand seems weak. Razorgore seems weak. Direhorn seems weak. Everything seems weak. Probably just Direhorn because it's a better minion. It's in our tribe. We're going to sell that off, hopefully. It's a dragon. It's a jug. Or a ghoul is probably just better, right? Oh yeah, it's definitely better. Heck, wait. Am I keeping this on the board? Because I'd like it to get buffed instead of some of these little things. These other things, I should say. We lose our scaling off the Iron Sensei. I didn't think about it too much. Taking the 5-star may not be good enough. It's a 4-4 we don't get anymore. Okay. Well, turns out Ghoul fucks up a mech board. More at 11. That's also a really good set of hits. We did 1,000,000 damage. 1 extra tribe from the board, so you get a 2-2 from Life Thing, though? Yeah, except that's a 2-2 and not a 4-4. And you could have double Divine Shields on them potentially at the late game, etc., etc. Not sure it's right. There's one of them. Don't really need to go that direction. So if that's the case, then just gonna put this on the board? Or I'm going to do what exactly? Probably just put the clunker on the board for the turn. We're going to use it as a bumper regardless. Sure, sure, sure. It's a little awkward in the sense that it could get buffed by the Light Fang and or our hero power, but you know, gives the Iron Sensei something to buff too. Heck W, as we're going to sell it next turn anyway. It's probably still better than these guys. Like, they all have the same downside if they can intercept the Cthulhu buffs. This intercepts this guy's buff. You could put a neutral on the board, but you're making a choice that you'd rather avoid a 2/2 buff from a Light Fang and put a 2/3 on the board instead of a 6/9. I just don't care that much about the Light Fang buff on a 50-50 chance. It's a 1/1 net loss. Look at it go. Maybe we even get another Annoy module when we sell the Light Fang next turn. Look at it fucking go, man. 11-16 or 11-14. So yeah, we're doing nice things with Cthulhu right now. Now we just triple Light Fang and win. So much passive. So much passive scaling. 6-6 a turn or 8-8. God, we're so good. Golden Selfless Hero. Probably the play. Macaw and Selfless. Maybe a Noya module. We just sit still. Could take a Thorn Collar for this Divine Shield. Thing is, we can't really do it this turn, not in any efficient manner. That's not necessarily true. The bird. You could sell the Screwjank. You play the Thorn Collar through, you put the Divine Shield on, you drop the Selfless Hero. Stronger for the turn. It board locks us for later, though. I think I'd rather not do it for the turn and use this later. Were you the smartest guy in class in high school? What does smartest mean? Yeah, for real though. What does that mean? We live in an odd world where we analyze, like, smart being a lot of different things. Is Clunker's gonna get so big? Yeah, maybe. We might get another Annoya module and just keep it permanently. Screwjank better than Beast? Yeah, it's definitely debatable too, now that we have this as a 4/4 bigger. I'm just gonna keep this right here. I don't want to freeze for the Macaw. And I'll rotate through and make that decision next turn. Like, Light Fang may be the weakest thing as well. Depends if we need a bumper or not.
I am SMRT.
I am SMRT. Yo, what's up, Destructor? Why do we have text-to-speech working now? I changed nothing. What is going on? Alright, for what? Yo, Destructor, thank you for 5 months, dude. I am Smirk. I'm Smirk too. Smirk. You can tell Bofur was because he asked what smart means. Now maybe I was just that annoying kid that always asked extra questions. Maybe that's what I was. Mr. So-and-so, do we have homework tonight? Strangled. Tough Tusk is pretty interesting, but we don't have that many turns left. So why do we want it? I guess we sit still again. It is a ghost after all. Could also make the play of sell off one of these things that we don't want. Play the Thorn Collar through. Roll. Play the Selfless on the board so we get more stats that are permanent. Because we're going to sell this thing. Might end up selling Light Fang though. We just keep it for a turn. I think a charismatic response is better than analytical for that question. Maybe sometimes you don't answer questions said in chat because they're not helpful for the stream. I'm trying to get better at that. I shouldn't be telling you guys when I'm doing it. But I'm pretty transparent with what I do. I'm not trying to be manipulative or whatever. But a lot of times it's just not smart to engage certain questions. Look at all that stats. Look at them all. Look at all those stats. Look at these green numbers. He would have been reasonably strong if, say, for example, he found a ground shaker and could play it. Obviously, being dead, he doesn't have it. Oh, sure. Waste all of my time. Sure. Sure. We'll sit here patiently. Can I go to recess now? Alright, how many of them are on this one? Oh, good. Not 6 more. Damn. It's too bad. Now I have to fight my Ev too. No. No. This is probably Ghoul, right? If he's winning with 5 dragons, it's an Adina board. We are not finding the things we're looking for. So Lightfang goes. One, two, three, 4 tribes. 2 potential divine shields. 1 turn. Do not miss your chance to blow. I'm gonna cycle this. Just have the blood gem in hand. But there's no reason to use it on the turn we're playing the ghoul, correct? Clunker's like a relationship that starts like a joke, but then you can't get out of it. Ooh. Ooh, sounds like experience. I mean, you have a golden Iron Sensei. It's a lot of stats. Coin flip me. Beautiful. Yeah, that ghoul was a little bit necessary. Not the correct hit there, though. Not the correct hit there, though. We'll take the tie. It's pretty hard for us to ever end up killing this guy, but we can get 2nd place. It is a Calicos, Razor Gordon, Adina. Big ass board. You can go for 1 more form of poison or something, and then Golden Selfless Baron. We do not want to level. I don't really want to play for this either. I want the Golden Selfless Hero. What are all of these? These are not things. These are not what I'm looking for. Come on, Bob. Unfortunately, giving up the ghoul means that we're playing not to beat the next guy. But I'd rather just kill the fucking Quillbore dude and be done. Take my positive points. Take my ball and go home. Well, he's gonna have a gigantic Quillbore taunt. I don't think it's a bad idea to put the Selfless first in case there are multiple taunt minions. Not to mention Divine Shielding one of these poisons is a little better. It's not like we're putting other stuff first. I'm okay with putting the Selfless first and then doing poison. Whichever one it is, it's gonna die. Might as well have 1 health less. 1 fewer hit point. Yeah, I'm okay with the Selfless first. He's poison scamming us, chat. Lich King Reborn Golden Selfless Hero. Where did all my Selflesses go? Why does this keep happening? And now we can't get by the taunt? Oh, thankfully we did not get scammed there. Now, I mean, we aren't gonna die. But... yes, see, I don't like death. Death ain't cool with me. We're just not... We're not seeing eye to eye. Okay, well, we get a ghost. Hey, what's up, Jack Attack? Nice purple, dude. Very purple today. No. No. Yes-ish? It's not really that good, is it? Maybe? Hey, it's the thing we want. Grim Reaper comes for Cthulhu when 3 players are left. Let's see what our Cthulhu win rate overall looks like. Cthulhu, all data. Games played. 112 Cthulhu's. 10.7% first. 12.5 would be average, right? 1 out of 8. 28.6% second with a 3.43 overall. Wouldn't say it's exceptional, but you know, when you play a very large number of games, like it's not many heroes that you break 3.0 on. And these aren't even a huge number of games yet. George being our best overall. Now this has to be across like all metas, you know? We've played 6 WAG toggle games ever. We always win this one. So let's do it this way. My god, the entire thing is frozen. There you go. At least 50 games played. Maybe that'll help clear up the data a little bit. Now that's this account. 2,400 games. George and Barov and Omu. There's a pretty good gap there. George, then Barov, then a pretty good gap to Omu. Cthulhu's not that far behind. Crazy. It's a lot of games. I think a lot of people were preferring Celemental over Tidecaller on turn 1. I'm starting to go the other way. What are your thoughts? Depends on the hero pretty heavily. Yay, second place. We weren't going to beat the dragon. We were just hoping that that guy got to scam his way through. Swing and a miss. Too bad we can't take this for the Divine Shield. Unless we don't want to push the button. Is a Divine Shield worth 17-17 or 16-16? Because one of it will be on here. No. Pretty confident we lose, but you know, that's something. Oh, and Hooktusk, Janice, Chimbala. Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest, man. Like, on generic heroes that don't do anything at all, that want to go to 3-on-3, then... Or don't want to go to 3-on-3? Just so situational, though. Honestly, I really have not much of a difference in opinion on the two of them. I think they're both fine. You can make a case either way. Too bad, so sad. Are we going to waste our time trying to beat this guy? Gotta beat him twice, at least, if not 3 times. See if we can find Baron. If we can't find Baron, I'm conceding it. Okay, I'm not conceding it anymore. Ghoul is pretty much as good, right? And Baron too. I think in general, I would probably take Tidehunter over Selly anymore. Kind of thinking about it as I do my play. That ain't it. So close. But that ain't it. We got a coin flip here, guys. Not dead yet. Like quite literally right down the middle, right? 30% tie, 30%, 35 win, 35 loss, 30 tie. This threshold's good enough. I think this is better than the Spore. Because we have to keep at least one taunt. And I'm okay keeping both taunts over a poison here. Because both of them are big enough they kill almost everything on the board. And they make it much more reliable to get the ghoul to go off. I think I'm gonna roll once. Get something a little better. Could argue Argus there. And just try to taunt everything that isn't this. Debatable if you want Baron up further. He doesn't have any Divine Shields anymore, and if he gets the Nadina to go off, he wins. So, nothing to really do about that. Oh. It's cool, I guess. Kind of a shitty break point right here, right? One more little buff right there, and we're good. One more buff and we get him there. No, I mean, we don't kill him either way there. Interesting ghoul. I don't like the ghoul. Interesting, but I don't like it. This is pretty much unplayable. We're board locked and we can't really do anything unless we found another Baron. Alright. We did what we could do this game. It was a very easy early game on Cthulhu. We took an early 5-star and we got enough time to adapt. It's turn fucking 20, chat. 20. He ghouled himself? Yeah, it's an odd choice because if we go first and hit Nadina, he already has ghoul. If we go first, we hit either of his 2 units and he gets no value off of... Oh wow, this is... Why is that one so large? Why did this get all of the buffs? I need the bigger one first because I want to be able to one-shot his first taunt. I mean, obviously it gets the 4/4 here, but... Damn. Kinda damn all over, huh? Damn. this game. I hate this game. Why can't we ever have favored games go our way? Why does this keep happening? Okay, we're just gonna push the button. As long as we get, what is it, 2 buffs, 3 buffs on, it's a lot of buffs. You need 2 buffs on Baron out of 21 hits. 20 hits. Yeah, 21 hits. Turn 21. And it's out of zap range. As well. Or we could just hit Nadina early. Or, I don't know, about a billion other things. We don't want to position 1 ghoul. The only other option, only other debatable thing is to do this. If you do this, then he probably kills both taunts before the selfless hero goes off, and you don't have enough units left. This needs to be on YouTube about a billion turns later. All right, now we have a 76%er. Okay. Okay. Yay, ghoul value. Now he gets another Nadina. But we're okay, right? 1 extra minion. Coin flip. God damn it. I hate this game. That's our RNG recently, guys. Oh, he quit. Why did he quit? Why did he quit? That's not fair. I just want to win this fair and square. I want to win this one. Damn. He felt guilty about multiple scams, and then just gave it to us. Yeah, obviously, he's just gifting us that W. That's pretty funny, though. Oh, man. He never improved? Yeah, he doesn't have much he can do. He has to be able to buy and sell a ghoul or whatever. If he doesn't play for the ghoul, I think he's okay in some sense. Maybe he needed to pee, that could be it. He'd have to position differently, but he could have done that without a ghoul. I can't curse over him anymore because he conceded. He obviously didn't want the game to go on YouTube. That's it. You just have to position differently. Watch us lose here. Now, even if we lose, for what it's worth, we still get first place points. This ghost be scamming, dude. But for real, we just lost. I hate this game so much. Doesn't matter, we still get full points because he conceded, but it's beautiful. See, we still got first place points, but oh my god. Called it in the middle of the game. Once you saw the trades, it was like there's only one way. We had every opportunity to tie that, but we couldn't win from that position. That's a definite YouTube game. Yeah, totally a first place. 21 turns.